There, here we are, and it's the day after Boxing Day. Hi, honey.
I do.
You could at least smile.
I do.
Did you live through today? Because I don't know what you did from... I've been off doing language stuff from 1 o'clock on.
Just in the nick of time.
That's almost 6 hours.
5 more seconds and the wooded
And I think I learned something. I hope everybody else will.
Close, Doctor. Much too close.
Chiboas.
And now we have a new crisis.
Goblet towing. I can say it. I can even see it. Come stand with us.
Investigation of me. But this
Wow.
matters into my own hands.
What are you going to do
Okay.
today?
So Carol might or might not be okay with doing not just Helcamail. I said, Jane is there now. We kind of bounce a bit with Anishinaabe. Like, what would be the equivalent way to say this? Like, hello. And so I rattled stuff off for Jane, and I introduced myself in Upriver, in Anishinaabe, in Machief, and Cree. And she just went, oh my goodness. And I said, well, it may not be perfect here, but I've just shared 4 Indigenous languages. And you know what? I wonder if maybe we should be doing correspondence.
Doing what?
Correspondence. So correspondence is really a fulfillment of the Truth and Reconciliation calls to action. We are not just going to deal with Upriver. We are going to do Anishinaabe Moan. We are going to do Machief. We got to throw some Dene in there.
You two. You. Yeah, you. Not me.
Okay, some Dene. And I can't wait till we get to Mi'kmaq. And she just went, oh my goodness. I said, yeah, can you imagine being able to stand up and introduce yourself in 6 Indigenous languages? No, I said, this is easy. You've got to know the first. You have to know what it means. And then you pretty much have to memorize the others. Once you've done that,
Come down here.
it's easy.
Well, I can't right now.
Yeah.
I have to go up and change. Come
Wow,
down here.
eh?
I want to talk to you.
But she agreed with me. I said, you know, Murray Sinclair said, you know, and she went, oh yes. And then she rattled on for a while too. And yeah, like,
I know that. You know you're not
she gave me a big compliment today. And she said, you know, I don't want you to name this person. She said, you sound like my aunt. So you might know who I'm talking about. And I said, you know what? She said, like, I said, you know, she really did influence me. You know, if we could hear Upriver, it's cold today, spoken through this valley, but it goes farther than that. And Carol went, oh yeah, because where she is right now, she's in the Plaquemine territory.
She's the one that told you Maggie Evans was still
You
alive.
got to be able to introduce yourself in the Plaquemine too.
I wonder how she
What?
knew about Maggie.
Yeah,
I don't know. Didn't you ever ask her?
yeah.
I am.
And if you can get that far with 4 or 5 ways of introductions, oh my gosh, you're sailing.
You know where she lives?
You can do all sorts of other stuff
Oh,
at that point.
around here someplace, but I don't know exactly where.
She really liked Minwa Sanagading.
But she's nice too.
I read her the prayer,
Think it.
and you know what's scary,
What are you
Tim?
and Sarah playing at this hour?
I can read it pretty fast in
I
Anishinaabe.
can't tell you. Why not?
Yeah. I said, you know, I would like to take these thoughts and do it into
She
Helcamail.
made me promise that we
But I don't want Creator to come stand with us. I want to.
What did you say? How many hours on Teams?
Basically,
promise, do you?
Mother Earth.
What about your
So I have to look into that, which is the upriver. I can do the ancestors and everything else. That's easy. But I don't completely know on the Mother Earth. She said, I like this thought. I said, yeah. Then we did has to do it. Come and stand by us.
Time just runs away.
Well, we meet and then
I
study
said I
today.
also shared Strong Woman's Song, which she knows.
Which is kind of like, you know, it's good to remember the teachings of our forefathers. Maybe it's a little more. Anyway, okay.
She's upriver.
So that's all those
Ultimately,
talks.
she's a
and I got
Stella
lots of
woman. She
calls
doesn't
and
have a
hi,
language,
but I said, you know, this PDF is from 7 years ago, when I started working with Eddie. Oh my goodness. I said, I have no idea. I pulled a bunch of files off of Tim's computer because I thought, I said, and I found this and I went, oh my gosh. And she said, you do know that all of this basically it does. It all means something. That is an incredible PDF I have. And it is shareable. It's an Ontario, province of Ontario PDF.
I love you and I
Government PDF. I have no idea if I could find it again. There is no reason I can't share that. I said, this is unreal, you know? And so, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well,
Yeah, it is. It's
4 hours is nothing. We've been there for 6+. What? Yeah, it was 2 something. I said, I don't know where the time goes. It just flies away. She doesn't do well in the morning because of some of her health issues. She would like to get restarted with on Sundays. I said, that's fine. Don't get excited. We're in Christmas. Because then she's past her thing with doing her soaps. And I said, you know, maybe Carol or Cheryl will get there, Carol. And I think Jane will. And how do you feel about, remember that thing? Well, let's throw a little Anishinaabe Moan in here, maybe 1 or 2 Machief. Let's learn that too. Oh my goodness. And she didn't seem to know if she wanted to do it. And she, you know, I got to learn Halkomelem. I said, you know what? This will stretch you further and you will learn the Halkomelem.
close the window.
My stretch right now, Tim, I want Dene.
Mom, I've got to get out of this house.
I want
before
Dene
start
so
breaking
bad I
mad.
can taste
can't
it.
leave the house, it's too dangerous.
I want Dene
That once
more
I'm
than I
gonna
want
scream my
Anishinaabe
head off.
Moan.
Maggie, if you insist on being foolish, I have no other choice but to remind you of the dangers involved.
And I don't know who to go to.
I just want to lead a normal, active life again. I'd like to feel that I still
Wow.
exist.
Well, it'll...
Anyway, well, she was pretty excited when I introduced myself in 4 languages already. I said, you know, I can do that. I can then pray in Anishinaabe Moan, and because I pretty much almost have Kishem was to memory. I said, and then there's this one, and I can do it in Hup River. I need to talk, of all things, some Mi'kmaq.
That's probably because of the mail-out routine anymore. That's
She's
why.
such a nice lady. I said, you know, I'm a white woman talking now.
You know, because we had our
I'm really trying to span Turtle Island here
so
with fulfilling the calls to action. So what are we going to use? There really needs to be Innu or Dene, and I could use Dene. But upriver and Anishinaabe Moan, I said, and if all else fails, I can swear in Cree.
I have to, yes.
What? I said, oh yeah, ask Eddie who Frank is.
If you think I enjoy keeping you cooped up day and night, you're wrong.
I wasn't planning to go out and stay out. I just want to go out for a little while.
Anyway, there's
See if there's a real
our
world outside.
joke.
People
Can you
in
say
it.
something?
People out there, all right. There's one in particular
Been a good
who's
day.
waiting for an unguarded
been a good
moment so he
day.
can finish the job that he started.
You're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Dene.
Being more reasonable than you know.
Oh my God!
When you were found on the beach.
You might be the only one against this. Carol's thrilled and Jane thought it was incredible.
You had a look in your eye. It was the most terrifying thing I ever saw.
And Carol is closer to that area because she's a little up that away. Jane said to me, well, that's up north. I said, well, yeah.
I told my dear friend down in Squamish. I said, you know.
Well, does that fit with Alaska? Oh, yeah.
It's still coming.
And I get
There are Denny speakers
ended
through to
with
there.
this
Oh, like she's just going, wow. And I don't know where to
pigs,
get that from yet.
So I told her about
I
the kennel.
that's
She was just
I
beside
may
us.
be able to
You're
find it on
kidding.
First
I
Places.
said, no, you and me.
And then I have to work with a half a dozen phrases and say, this is how we would say it.
The light.
It
would take Jane long. Might even take
Anyway,
You're kidding.
okay.
Oh my gosh. It is that big, Tim. It will take 2 people minimum. I said, you know what?
And
she said, You need the big ones. What? So there's a smaller variety, which is pepper. Then there's the more full-size variety. And I said, well, 1, I need 2. Oh, you need 2. said, that's good because I have another house that can be ringed. So I told her how long it was. I said, it's good, 40-foot run by whatever. That's perfect! And then this whole idea about, I said, it is cement, so it's hosable. Oh, wow! I said, I could just let them out. Yes, they will
And like
take
I said,
down
that's probably
anything.
because of the mail-out routine anymore. That's why
I'm
not getting full I want the full version because we had OCMP in front and behind us.
So much for my Roddies.
From the Board of Education.
I probably want
It's not
this.
a very
So then she told me, she said the smaller version, so there's two smaller. There's Pepper, and then there's the smaller, even littler. You know, the little dinky pot belly? See, I've often thought I wanted one of those. It's like the Chihuahua of the bunch. Because if you take one of them in, they're a little like a Chihuahua. If you had two Chihuahuas, Tim, right now, or we did, all I have to do is open the back door when there's a problem, and they will tell me where it is, what's going on, and go out of their way to bite the shit out of somebody's balls.
Yeah, but he doesn't know much about her.
They
He doesn't even know
what?
if he's going to meet her or if he's going to meet her.
They really aren't dogs that you just simply
Kid, he's not very reliable.
kick.
You can't trust anything that he says.
If it's like, or two Jack Russells,
Anybody who gets out with
what would
anybody
I do with two Jack Russells? Two Jack Russells would live the better part of the year on my patio before they had to come in. They would even live outside before they had to come in. Toss them loose and let them take over. Because they would go after people, raccoons, like, you know, like, there's dogs out there that have a lot of potential. Boston Terriers are the next one. And Boston Terriers, I would want 4.
Stay as long as you want.
But Boston Terriers,
Please find them.
how many Boston Terriers would live in Sadie's doghouse? 32? Well, basically, like, I would have an entire pack. Yeah, like, God help you. And ultimately, they won't eat more than Sadie does now. Like, go figure, right? So that's what I said to Jane. I said, oh, 2 big ones. Oh, maybe the downsized. Or maybe the little pot-bellied. She said, oh, no, you'd be fine. I said, well, the other thing is to get geese, and they'll beat the shit out of people and blind them. Oh, yes. I don't know. She's got a grandpa or somebody who had geese. I said, oh, yeah. My grandma, the geese were deadly.
And it takes twice as long to get
Like, I remember my mother freaking dragging me away from Grandma's geese.
Well, David.
Oh, you do know what I mean, right? Oh, yeah. And they didn't recognize me, and I was small, and I'm squealing, and like, that was it. So we can talk while we're watching that. What did you want to say?
Even with all the restrictions, I know how this is all the no-go here's and no-go there's.
So anyway, why have we no picture up here? You could have noticed that.
It could have been a lot. In some ways, better,
Coming over there.
but I really don't think so, because you and I are still together.
Well,
We survived the Christmas.
well, yeah, we survived the COVID Christmas.
Sam, look.
I said to Jane tonight, like I said on the group, it's like it's the very best of times and the very worst of times.
It's a tale of two cities.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's like these extremes. It's like, I told Jane about the deflated Santas, and she said, you're kidding, they did that? I said, apparently. Would you do that? No. Would you take down your Christmas display on Boxing Day morning?
Around here somewhere.
I said, this was incredible. If I sent you some pictures, and I will, it was incredible. And we went back. It was dead. Do you know how I felt? Like, what if parents had taken their kids there? Think about that. Like who's thinking? So yeah, the very worst of times, and yet at the same time, I told her that. I said, you know, there's been 1 or 2 moments. I told her about the Kelly with the beer, and Vicky with a coffee, and I said, and
And because I talked to her after Carol, I said, Carol calls. And I talked to Jess. Now, keeping in mind, Carol and Jane both know that I would call myself a witch. I said, and Jess was my high priestess. And I didn't want to do it, but you know what? And then there's Jess. And now I'm talking to you, Jane. You know what?
Maybe he knows something.
These are all what sound like such little things, and they are so, so special.
Yep.
So the very best of times and the very worst. So her and I had a talk, rather than even Carol, about this idea of, wow, what has this all taught us? What is important? And I don't know if it's really taught me that. I don't know if physical objects and stuff and going to events was important to him. I suppose it was, or in some way. But it's really kind of made me reevaluate all of that. Yeah, you're right. It's been an okay Christmas. I told everybody I would send them a link to the Christmas Witch. It was cute. Try watching it. Jane liked the idea. I said, she does. She beats her broom.
Only when it ignores it.
Well, yeah. And, okay, so anyway, I love you.
No, they were looking for,
I've got to go eat something and go to bed. What time is it?
No, they've both gone out.
surprised to see you.
Oh God, we're doing well then. Okay.
Well, I was,
What else do you want to talk about?
what you'd be doing here.
Mr. Collins has offered me the use of his excellent library, and I'm simply taking advantage of it.
How is Robert?
Come up with anything?
It helps me maintain my disguise.
What?
He is in his glory.
I'm glad you've been able to.
He was smiling when he came up the driveway.
What?
I was wondering
Then he
if,
realized he had the wrong
this would
tanks.
be much help to my man Maggie.
He filled it up with smaller ones, made
Mr. Evans.
mediums, or
Your
Yeah.
daughter's mystery is a
he
vast.
smiled. I said, well, how was your Christmas? Great, absolutely great. And he bowed.
These pieces must be collected.
You need to get him a card or something, Tim.
However,
Just
unorthodox.
let me finish.
Okay.
I understand.
And this guy usually doesn't bow, but no, he talks.
Yeah.
That's why, what, you know, what happened? I got my kids this year.
Honestly, Doctor,
No, just for
I don't
Christmas.
think that you
I said, really, how old are you?
Now,
Oh,
Just don't get
16,
me wrong.
19.
but,
What?
I
16
appreciate
and
the time that
19.
you're spending,
Okay.
without
They usually go to their
any
moms.
I just think it's all.
This year they came to Dad's.
It may be, but we'll never know.
So he was
until
just-
we've tried everything.
I
Wow.
wonder, Doctor,
Popping.
all this effort that you've been putting in,
I called Sandy last night and he hasn't called back, but I have the feeling this is what's going on there. He has lost connections with the kids the last
I
year or
just
two.
decided that I don't believe you.
And they've just said, fuck you. I just don't know why I have that feeling. And so I can appreciate Robert, and I think you still need to get him something.
Should be angry and insulted.
And you know what? If you can you buy one
Don't believe me.
can of
Because
Guinness?
you've been spending all your time on one particular
no idea.
area.
I guess if you went to the liquor store where I go and you talk to those really cool girls,
Connections.
they would probably let you buy one.
But I don't
What happens
believe
if he's
in
not a drinker?
generalities.
Well, that's the other problem, because he will anyway. And you're going to say, this doesn't matter if you drink or not, this is food. And you're going to put a bow on it, and you're going to give it to him. I think that would be cool.
The same lead.
Okay? But-
This child, this Sarah.
Yeah,
You've been looking for her,
so
too.
where else are we going with this?
Looking for, or rather just asking some
And he's back on the road.
questions, so the answers were equally meaningless.
Thank bloody God. That other idiot is just an idiot.
Found out. Listen, Doctor, do you really think there's any significance?
Have you written your thank you letter for Wednesday yet? Well, I guess you better get on that.
Why does it have to be
The
for Wednesday?
problem is to find.
Are you doing pickup
No,
on Wednesday with
Why
from
did you
Kelly?
ask Mr.
no.
Collins?
When?
Find out if you knew
Not
anything
till after
about
New
it.
Year.
Oh.
Well, writing it would be a good thing, so you can send it to me so I can format it for you.
Knows nothing.
All right? So we don't wait till last minute for me to try to
Okay, all
go.
right. I got the idea there.
Now, you should have been a member of the diplomatic corps.
So it would be nice to do something for Robert. You see him in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And other than that, Vicky, I've already talked to Vicky. Sort of. I did on Facebook. and I can probably call her by tomorrow or so. And I've talked to Jane, and it's really odd. It's the best of years or times and the worst of times. That's what I said to Jane. I said, you know how I was really concerned. You said eggnog pie, and then I didn't hear from you. Oh no, trust me, it's still there. Mike's still working on it. She says, I won't touch it. She gave me the recipe. I wouldn't touch it either. And she makes cheese and onion pie. And I said, can you do tortilla? Well, kind of. I understand poutine, so I told her how to build tortilla. Oh my gosh! I said, oh yeah, it's a heart attack. And it's just in there. You're going to love it. So I told her to do any basic pie crust. I said add about a quarter cup of vinegar. What? You never heard that? Oh yeah, really? Quarter cup of vinegar, an egg, any egg, maybe a half an egg. Beat it up, put it into your pie crust because it'll keep it pliable. What? I said, don't worry, you won't know it's there. Okay. I said, now you need a whole bunch of really greasy pig meat. Sorry, don't tell Pepper. And then on top of that, you gotta add in a good 2 cups of suet. What? If heart attack in the making, I said, onions, spices, make it up as you go. It doesn't matter. Onion, garlic, whatever you want. There are some basics. Google it, but put that in. And now you probably want to put that into your pie. You're going to make a pie like you would do apple pie. Okay, I said, but you want to probably thicken it. So you've already cooked this. It's already hot. Go get your... I don't know what she makes in my recipe. I said, go get pancake mix. What? I said, Aunt Jemima, no name. I said, you're going to take 3 or 4 spoonfuls. You're going to put it into a little bit of water, mix it up. It will not lump like flour. You're kidding. No, it won't. or like cornstarch. I said, put that in. It's already thickened it a little bit. Now you put that into your pie thing. You put your shell on. You cook it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I said, yeah. Now what do you serve it with? What my aunt did. What's that? Good Farmer sour cream. Oh dear God. I said, oh yeah, you're going to die.
Yeah, we drove all over Hell's Half Acre with that.
Welcome to Southern Ontario. Well, Toterra has some really standard stuff in Quebec, but I'm telling you what would have gone on
like I said,
in
that's probably
where I am from.
The mail-out routine anymore.
So Toterra there, the thickening probably used cornstarch. I'm changing that. So is that idea of doing that different crust.
So that's kind of
That little bit of vinegar and egg will let you work that crust without it turning into crap. Like it almost stays like a pizza dough until you bake it. Once you bake it, it turns into pie crust again. But it lets you roll it and play with it. And I said, you can cut out little shapes and do whatever. And anyway, I told her she's got to get to BC, okay? Because, I don't know. We'll do something. We'll have pigs. And I also said to her, this whole thing with Silas, we really got to figure out something. She would like to be on a piece of property with a yurt.
They react with a sudden fear of exposure.
4 years ago, I had the opportunity to buy Michael's uncle's property with yurts in Merritt. And I passed.
You seem very uneasy tonight.
So I told her tonight, and she said, "You did what?"
Was that
I don't know. I was so tickled with it. And Merritt, she doesn't know Merritt. I said, Merritt is like the Okanagan. It's very hot and dry. And then in the winter it gets a lot of dry snow, so you wouldn't have to be there. But I said, and I turned it down, and I could have bought it. And 4 or 5 years ago, Tim, I still could probably pull it off.
I told you.
Oh my gosh! I said, this is so bizarre that you would arrive now and need to be someplace with a yurt. We could have put you there to look after it. With Mike.
I will not.
And Pepper! You can imagine what the conversation was like, but it is odd the way life kind of happens. Glad you're still here and you're not dead yet, and well, yeah. Look, I'm looking at you now. And by the way, that is really bad soap you bought. Don't you ever do this again, because you know what? I have sat here since I got out here and all day scratching at myself, and I'm not scratching now.
Okay.
Well, why is that? Because you did these in hot water and you've cleaned them
Not
up.
until you tell me what it is you're hiding from me.
So those should be done too, and maybe I'll live through the next little bit. Okay, so you've got eggs to deal with tonight. You can nuke those. I would prefer if you used most of them.
I can't be sure.
I didn't bring Sadie in tonight. Could I leave her out?
No, you can.
Now something disturbing.
It's not gonna get that bad.
It's actually about 3 degrees.
Okay, so
I'm
Merry
tempted
Christmas
to
to
leave her out.
27th. We're past Boxing Day.
I go bring her in. We'll do it now. Okay,
And now
hang
we're
on.
walking through that strange no man world week until.
And gloves sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, this is what's perplexing, because I will try calling Anna Vets, but I don't know where to go to. I really don't.
The place to go.
Well, that's why I figured New Year's we would sing on New Year's Eve for a while.
Sarah.
That's Thursday evening. And then, sleep in a bit. And I don't even know where we'd go on New Year's Day.
Once again, those closed till noon.
It's more than close till noon. A lot of it's just
Before you
closed.
ask them, I would like to thank you very much
A lot of it's just
for paying
closed.
the
So it was the best of years
role of
and
intermediary
times
between
and the
birth
worst
and
of
life.
times.
So,
Are those. And then I think we're probably going to do language next Sunday. Carol liked that idea. I said, no,
Please be
the
frank.
weather's bad down here. Tim has got oxygen. I don't know where to go or what to do. Sunday is the language day.
Might have some foundation. Would ever occur to you?
And she doesn't know if she would get there for Anishinaabe Mo. And she says, sometimes I don't get up till 9 or 10. Don't worry, we're still on there at 12 or 2. Come join us.
I make the same offer to you.
No Hulk and Elf
I
class.
appreciate that.
Well, no, because Jane played hooky, and I didn't track her on it, and Carol I knew wasn't going to be there, or Sharon.
Your confidence.
So this is our weekend off, officially. So we get started next week, and I said, well, if you're okay, like I explained, if you're okay, the fact we're going to do Halkomelem, maybe throw some Anishinaabe Moan in, and I have somebody right now who thinks they want to join us if we could do a little bit in Michif. Yeah, we drove all over Hell's Half Acre with that. And I said, I don't know why we couldn't. Why can't we do all of that? You're going to learn how Kamalum that I've got there. We're going to work through that document. And like I said, that's probably because of the But while we're doing that, we're going to learn the equivalent. You're not getting pulled over. So what do we say? Because we had our CFP in front of behind us. So and she just went blank. And I said, okay, swell. At least in the period. Oh, really? You've just, in our call sheet, I'm sure we've had learning. I said, oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so, Mamatan, good morning,
I
Elata.
know she did.
Are you certain of this?
Why when
Because the book is open to a picture
Why
of
when
her.
this woman that
Sam.
has approached me not want to be there? She's going to get Halkomelem, but you know what? She's going to learn some of the basics otherwise. So what? Am I doing just Halkomelem? No, we're just going to go the distance. I said, here's the thing. We're going to add, we're back to that, Dene and Mi'kmaq.
She will come.
Carol said, oh my gosh. I said, well, the Mi'kmaq is going to throw me because we've got sounds I don't know if I can reproduce. The Dene, I think I can. And I think it would be incredible if I could, for me, me, because this is a learning curve for me too, right? What if I could learn to introduce myself in Dene? And I'm going to learn, and I'm going to teach you guys too. Okay, so I'm going out away to go find something to eat. So we're going to stop. Sadie's in there. Something else. It says we're on the computer. What time is it really? Yeah, well, here. Who knows? You have to eat one of those tonight. 2 of them?
No, just one.
Okay, I don't know what that is. That orange is probably garbage. You could look through this, please, with a different container and throw the garbage stuff in the garbage, please, because there's icky stuff in the bottom. Okay, so there's that. You're going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and okay, we'll live through it. And when are you eating the sushi?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, good. Okay, we're happening. Yes, Sadie, we are happening. Oh, dear God. Are those? Look, it's a Sadie girl. There she is. That's my Sadie girl. So, yeah, it is. It's cold today. Shit, is it? Yeah, you drove all across half acre with that. Yeah. And like I said, that's probably because of the mail out routine anymore. That's why you're not getting pulled over, or because we had our CMP in front and behind us. So that's kind of probably the new thing. Like, okay, if it's at least in that time period.
In the darkness that envelops Collinwood, that fear stalks the great house on this night, for a small boy has disappeared, and unknown to him, or to those who would protect him, his life is in great danger.
I already told you, I've spoken with 3 people who have a father dying, a best friend dying,
I bet I know where you're hiding.
and daughter who has chased them out to a woman's shelter. I have not had a very good day with how humanity is, Tim. I have cried a lot with a few people, and I've done everything I could to be supportive. They've all gone, oh my God, you're incredible. You know what? I am incredible. Because I gave those people hope. And I don't have anybody giving me hope.
I had a sensation.
And that's a really strange place to be, Tim. Rather cold.
You thought she would be about it. Yes. Sometimes I feel she's so close to me.
Snow is unreal in the mountains, too. That's just an incredibly weird sky, too. That's a snow sky, by the way. That's not good. We could have more coming in. That's what it feels like to me. The world sucks. You know that, don't you?
I'm just so frightened.
Yeah, it really fucking does. So you can turn your machine off because I'm gonna have a cigarette now.
Put your head on my shoulder.
And you cannot build coffee until I figure out what to do, meaning that you probably need another extension cord. But you brought me the wrong type of extension cord, Tim. I asked you for a heavy duty, meaning like an exterior garden style. I didn't just ask you for an extension cord.
Why don't you want my job? I can't offer any explanations, Joe. I don't
Pissed me
have...
off. You start yelling at me. And
Maggie,
I try
would
to
you let
keep
me
my
borrow
cool.
this?
Of course, but what?
And after a
I
while,
may
I
be out
have
of
to
my
yell back.
mind, but I've got a hunch that we can learn something.
And that
from this
bothers me
thing.
because that
What?
shows I have a lack of
Well, at
self-control.
this point, I don't want to say, Joe.
So what do you make of me?
Feeling about this dog.
Well, you have no lack of self-control.
A feeling that it could lead us
I have a lot of self-control, Tim.
closer to the truth.
And I've got a
that
lot
we've
of
ever been
patience.
before.
That I you know, that's in my own defense. But after 7 days or 10 days, that's a lot of patience. And I wasn't willing to realize that with all those people that I bitch about, like David and my kids and, you know, my father. Excuse me? I've been at this for, 2 weeks, and you're mad because I'm getting upset now? Like, that's patience, Tim. That's actually self-control.
And like I said, that's probably because of the mail-out routine anymore. That's why you're not getting pulled over.
And I guess what I find really tricky, and I don't know if you're going to like how I say this, it astounds me that I have to kick people in the ass after 3 weeks to get them to do what they said they were going to do.
No, I can't.
Well, why not?
You know, you can ask and ask and ask and nice and talk, and 3 weeks later, I'm freaking, and maybe then it will happen.
No.
So maybe what I should be doing is taking the frying pan and hurting people the first
We can
time.
look for David later.
No.
It would be
I have to
easier
go
on
right
me.
now. He's scared, and he needs me. I can tell.
So I don't know how you feel about what I'm saying, but I know how I'm experiencing
I like
Yes.
him. He knows
And the
how to
stress
think.
levels, Tim,
Why?
are through the roof right now.
Do you tell each other things?
Yes,
Well, what kind of things?
all kinds of things.
Well, like what?
So if you can take your book, I appreciated you saying that's not fair
Some of them are
today.
big and some of them are small.
Okay.
You shouldn't go around
That-
telling other people.
I mean that. I'm not just because I'm on tape. I really appreciated
I
that,
can tell
Tim.
him the biggest secret I know.
What
Because you know what? That's true. And we've been weeks and months, and you just
Can I?
You sure you can? I mean,
sort of not really
What?
acknowledged
I
it.
never had a grown-up
So you finally validated
Well,
that.
I made too, and that's why you can tell
And
me
that
secrets.
was very
Now, what did you
good.
say, David?
Don't ask me any more questions.
Tomorrow you need to take that book with you
Because I don't like
so you don't forget whatever else you're doing.
I can, I told you. I have to find him.
And that's the way the world is right now.
It's cold today.
And the way you are.
Where?
And I haven't booted you out the back door tonight, so I must be concerned enough that to say this is how it is, right?
This is all frosted up too.
Are you picking up foodstuffs from Kelly tomorrow? Okay. Well, the following week, if you do, you can't do the same stunt that you did the last time. I will end up calling Daphne tomorrow morning and saying, I am sorry, I don't know what to do. It came in. And I can't deal with it. So rather than throw it in the garbage, because the blood juices in it looked not on clear. They didn't look great,
You come down to the old house with me?
but they didn't look fully clouded. That means if it went in a pot and was
I got it, Joe.
sat on the back of a stove all night, fuck man, she's got turkey dumpling soup, okay?
Can we go in there?
I don't have here or there how to do it. And Kevin won't do it because he's got too much ready stuff that's coming in already. Cool that we're doing what we're doing.
What is it? Is something
I don't know
wrong
why.
about Barnabas?
This is
It's
nightmarish.
her. I saw her.
Her?
And I said to her, I said, no, don't worry. I said, you know,
Where?
Tim picks stuff up from whatever with the seniors, and then Kevin gets stuff from Tim, and then I give something to Tim, and I pick some other stuff up, and then I ship stuff, and somewhere out of all of that, I'll find 4 or 5 things I can eat, that I can physically eat. So it, you know, just goes around like this. And she said, oh, that's so great. Not really. It's a lot of fucking effort, Tim.
She tells the same thing to Barnabas. It's gonna be a killer.
Yeah? Yeah, well, it actually is.
Ooh. David.
So that's why you have to finish stuff up here, not leave it out there on the landing at all.
What did she tell you?
And if right now, what you don't eat tonight, you'll eat the potato salad with the chicken and the sandwich. I know you will. And the tomatoes and probably the other. But, yeah, you will. What time is it? It's 7:30. Well, by 8 o'clock, and you were
She told
up
him about Barnabas.
way past 10:30 last night.
She did it for David's sake.
Barnabas is already scared
That's
about
too
how much
late.
David knows. He says we have to find him before anybody
Yeah,
else does.
well, it is.
He almost came right out and said what he was thinking. Oh, if David
So
knows
why
too
am I
much, he's gonna
telling
have
you
to
that,
kill him.
Tim?
Barnabas said that?
He said he'd have to do what was necessary. You know what he meant, don't you?
Yeah. So what am I
If
concerned
David
about?
finds out the truth,
What?
he'll tell everyone.
What else am I
As soon as
concerned
it's
about?
Found.
My functionality the next day.
Well, what else am I concerned about?
Everything will be
Peace in the household.
nothing.
Well, what are we going to do?
And if you don't think that that doesn't worry me, Tim, that is
I
another
don't
thing,
know. I
okay?
think we just have to hope that David doesn't know
I
as
don't
much as
like
we suspect he
being
does.
bitchy, Tim. I really don't.
We'll cross that bridge when
And
the time comes.
What am I
I'm
going to tell
finding
Barnabas?
it really difficult
I got to tell him
to
I saw
follow
Sarah.
advice with
No,
people who have
if
said,
you
well, just
tell
walk
him
away,
anything, he'll
leave
ask
him out
questions,
there.
And you'll have to provide the answers.
Oh, well, that's a good
And those
idea.
answers will be David's death warrant.
Like,
It's an easy to lie to Barnabas.
I know.
I
but you've
almost
got
told
to do
Chris
it for
the other night,
David's
you
sake.
know what? He's out there smoking with his machine on.
Right.
Would you walk away?
I don't know if I can get away with it.
Like, I defy people to tell me that bullshit anymore. That's crap. So, anyway, okay.
Try, Willie. You've got
Look, it's a Nia. At least he's a happy puppy. You should rub his tummy. He can bite you. You can't rub his tummy. You can rub his neck. He does. He gets really antsy, doesn't he?
Julian, I have to talk to you.
I should come over there and do it. Because he just, he does. He takes my thumb and he sucks on my knuckle under my thumb. Like a baby.
Thank Mr. Collins.
Will you be at the old house later?
Oh, I should come rub your tummy.
Tell Mr. Collins.
Oh, yeah. See, it's...
You seem to have gotten chummy with all the residents of the old
Am I?
house.
Not really with Willie. He's a difficult young man to get to know.
All the same, the place seems to hold some fascination for you. Joe Haskell saw you down there the other day, prowling around all
So
by
what is this?
It's good in there.
Candle.
We're gonna burn it on New Year's Eve. I thought I was gonna do it for your birthday. No, I figured that the other day. I thought, oh shit, so I knew I will burn it that night.
I explained why
Happy birthday to you. What are you doing, Diana?
Joe and Roger met the old
Oh
caretaker
my
in charge of
goodness.
the archives of the cemetery on the east. They asked him if he'd seen David and he said he hadn't.
What's that for?
Oh,
no.
Mia.
He told them that he'd heard voices coming from the Collins mausoleum.
Okay, don't. This is my guy. Oh,
Ridiculous.
Please go on.
do you see what we're doing?
Well,
Yeah, we're clawing and biting.
No, he's not. He's not clawing.
heard the voices
He's sucking on my thumb.
I should explain that he's very old.
He's not clawing or biting.
Strange.
He actually sucks on
I
it.
see.
Yes, I know. I know. You bite him. Yes, I know. Oh, just wait. And when he's hitting with his back paws, his claws are retracted, and then he pounds,
Needless to say,
kind of like, and it's not unlike. So the
there's no point
behavior
in
would
my
be
saying
like
yet. I
a kitten
joining the search.
with mommy.
I Barnabas, it's very good of you to be so considerate.
Yes, I know.
It's getting late.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
You
I
forget.
didn't feed
I'm more
these,
used to the
this
dark
guy
than
and
most
Matzo the same way.
I assure you.
I didn't
no
have to.
harm.
They had already figured out how to. Matzo would steal stuff from the dog. That's what got him through. Yes, I know. And yet the whole thing with the kidney kind of stuff, that's like that kneading and pounding at tummy and then he goes, you know, yeah, you're such a twit. You're an old boy to do that. You know that, don't ya? Sit down.
Sarah, why
Sit
can't you help
down.
me? Please,
Yes,
Sarah.
oh, and there's Mew staring
Don't
at
get me
you.
out of here. I'm gonna
She's
starve.
going, you know, I am just so much more together than that. Watch your tail. There's a candle, you turd bum. Yeah, it's pretty icky out. I would have said, let's go here if I knew this. Toad was a lot smarter than you. I know she has his class tomorrow, and I'm not necessarily planning on doing it unless I'm up. And then I figured we'd play with singing for a bit tomorrow. There's a video we can watch as well that I did and put together, which has a whole bunch of stuff. It might be a good thing to do on New Year's Eve. I managed to get it put together. It's 4 hours. So you never know. Maybe we'll watch it or watch part of it or something else. And then I got the document done. And I've got a little bit of new stuff in it, although we're working on that, like a phonium chart, and writing some little songs, and we'll practice our songs, and we'll do some numbers, and watch those things, please. There you are. Oh, you're doing your Mew moment. She does this, like, you know,
The shadow of gloom over Collinwood.
what is it, a diva? Yeah, the diva look. That's it. That's the diva moment.
What are you doing, Parker?
Do you see that? That's the diva moment. That's the, oh.
Trapped in a mausoleum. In
Check
the
your
old
makeup.
Oh yeah, like it is. Yes. Oh dear. Oh. Southern Belle. Yes, the diva moment. Rather cold morning. Yes. Snow is unreal in the mountains too. There.
Now he has found his way out, unaware that a new and greater danger is about to fall on him.
It's the diva moment. Am I saying that right? Diva.
Yeah, diva.
Diva. A diva. Yeah. Right. That's right. Yes. Oh yes. And there's just the Nia moment. That's the Nia
Now
moment.
where to go?
Okay. You want to do the yawn? You want to do the knee? I'm bored. Yes, that's the I'm bored. Oh yes. There's the yes. You don't need to play with that.
I've got to go home.
No, you stop. You don't need to play with that. No, you don't. High five. High five. High five. Yes, I'll. Okay, high five. There. Your butt is falling down, you twit. Sit down. Your bum is falling off. Yeah. No. You're a Twinkie. You're supposed to be petting her.
Hello, David. I've been looking everywhere now.
Oh, she sat down.
Now I found
Anyway. Here, I'll move the camera with it.
Hello, Barnabas.
You're just trying to mess with her mind.
Yeah, it's working.
What do you mean? I told you to be here at sundown.
Oh, she was
to
just
report
asking
me.
you to pat her. Oh,
Did you have
yes,
anything
I
to
know.
report?
Yeah,
Why didn't
well.
you come and tell me that? Well, I was still out in the woods looking around.
You're lying. Oh, I
I swear, I was still doing what you told me to do.
Oh,
When I give you an
I
order,
think she was coming to visit me.
Be a pretty good shot with one of these things. It'll take care of anything.
You should be looking at Facebook. Oh no, I haven't posted it yet.
Which I hope it isn't.
I should at least pull it and show it to you. It's incredible.
Well, it's
She's doing a Superman jump, and you're staring at her, and she's right about there in the middle of the air.
I'm afraid
And the
not.
camera got it.
Mausoleum was,
perfect.
like everything else, was built by the Collins family. Stands apart, isolated from the other graves.
Rocket Kitty.
Cemetery entrance.
Rocket Kitty.
Yeah, that, well, actually, she made me think of a flying squirrel. Is what it had that effect. You know, like legs and you know, arms or paws or the whole bit, like literally flying down. No, I haven't posted that yet. I should drop it on your messages when I pull it back up. I don't think that Mola has a class tomorrow either. I think this is the Christmas break, is what he's on, because he'll be off doing stuff with the kids.
Or New Year's break.
Well, the Christmas week break. Okay, see, and I had the camera right on the
I'm here now, and I don't
told her to
intend
wake
to
him up.
leave till I find out why you come here.
Wake him up.
If you insist upon testing my patience, you may never leave here at all. In fact, you may stay here permanently along with...
So attentive to
Along
you.
with...
Like when you make
Never
a
mind.
move, she just will look up suddenly. Like when you said something. And then when you're staring over here, she's staring at, she'll look up at your face. And then, okay, and now she's watching your hands. And now if we're going to think about it, oh yeah, okay, and I'm talking about you. Yeah, you know that.
Don't ever think I'll
She is so attentive.
Sure, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, she drove all over South Acre with that.
I think I'll ever remember what happened to me.
Maggie, no.
And it's not just for cats, it's just attentive. Nia, you're sleeping and you're supposed to be on my lap. And like I said, that's probably because of the meal routine anymore. That's why
I know
you're not
about
getting
me.
pulled over. How do you say turn over in
I
Anishinaabe?
don't know.
I want to know.
Come on, you're supposed to know that.
Well, I told your father about him.
I was actually pleased this last week,
He didn't
us
go along
working
with
with the
it, so
phonium
that's
chart and what I've
What
built.
kind of plan?
I actually would maybe it'd be good to
When I
do
had
it
the-
again because
The man who kidnapped you come out
believe
of
it or
you.
not, it is helping me to read it.
Now look, your father said no to the idea, Maggie, so does it matter?
Split
Because to me, I want to know what the plan was.
Like I can say that. I can see the
Respect
word.
of these little
I
cows.
was around
I
town.
never say
If I look out the window, I think there's somebody else.
Beginning to get your
Oh,
memory
you
back.
freaked her out.
And that might force our man to
wake
make
up
a
in the middle
move.
of the night,
Wake him up at night,
and I hear
right
a
in my face.
footstep outside.
Yeah, well, she's checking on you.
I think I'm going out
She
of my
worries
mind.
about you.
Don't talk like that.
And you don't seem to realize that that's what's going on, do you?
She started doing this on my arm.
I guess because she's worried about you. Kind of like the way I bitch at you because I'm worried about you. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. See, she's going to roll over in a second. You do know I'm talking about it, don't you? And she's going, you know, why don't you believe her? Because she's never believed me anyway. You don't expect me to believe you either.
Don't be dark. You have no reason to
Or those.
Monkey comes up and scratches
Hard,
it.
it's got to end. It's got to.
She does not need to scratch you.
George,
No. She keeps batting and batting. If I don't respond, then the claws will go.
Well, because, you know, it's both today.
if you could do it.
The same reason that I get bitchy when I get anxious.
Give your permission to go ahead with it.
I guess you're learning things tonight, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
against my better judgment.
Thank you.
Aw. Scratcher? under the chin. She likes no, she likes her under the chin. She loves it when I scratch it. Oh, yeah. Now look at the face. You see the face? Normal too. Well, you should because it's like those days. I like just absolute shadows at this time during COVID.
The dreams can bring you one step closer to learning a task.
Oh, we have 2 days to go before the end of the year. The plot twist is 1 to 4 aliens will arrive. 2 to 7 Godzilla gets here. What was the other one? The Ducks Uprising was somewhere closer to 8 odds. And the long shot had to do with whether or not what was the other one? Shit, what was the other one? Long shot. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a great meme. It's the most wonderful meme. 2 days to the end of 2020. Where are you going to put your ideas as to what's the last, plot twist? I don't know about the aliens. I actually really do think that the Duck Uprising might get. Just pay attention.
Willie is a highly unreliable young man.
Where's my boy? Oh, it's a pooey booey. Oh, boopy boo. That's all soft paw.
What is that?
He's my boopy doo. Booty boo. Oh, sucky sucky. Oh, it's a boopy. A boopy doo. I woke you up. Look, can we do it again? I woke you up. I did. Yes, Mew.
Not necessary.
Yes.
Yes, I woke you up.
What did you do to you if you did?
I woke you up, B.
Okay.
I did. I woke you up, B. Yes,
You're
you
my
could
uppy
come
guy.
city up, B. Yes, I woke you up, B. And you would have grabbed at him with your claws, you little shit ass. Yes, I know. You're a Twinkie.
That's very wise of you.
Yes, you are. Oh God, Tim, the amount of fur on this cat is unreal. Look at the tummy. Oh my God. Look at your tummy fur. And all he does is wiggle around so I can do the other. Look, and I'm grabbing at the tummy. Oh, and all I want to. Oh, wait, what?
And destroyed.
Hi, Matza?
Matza's over there.
Where?
She's not that way.
You mean I'll be captured?
Was she out there? Oh, is that what you were looking at?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I do. I do this one side. And then he has to turn around and do the other side. Oh, yeah.
Recently, I gave a letter. to a
There, was that fun?
That letter is to be turned
What?
over to the authorities. In
Sure.
the event of my death.
Oh, I'm just showing off. Or he is.
Contains the
And there's
full
me
and
going,
detailed
I don't
account
care.
of
I
who
have your
and what
spot.
you are.
She has such sad eyes, sometimes.
Mia is sleeping, so
Or no,
look at this.
Okay, now your
I'm
bum isn't
going to
falling
come
down. That's
talk
good.
to you.
Don't have your bum
There
falling
really
down.
is still a
So,
chain of command
you see-
here, Oh yes, because he's crashed. He is completely crashed. Yeah, this mommy's girl. This mommy's girl.
Did you see him?
No. No, it was the one who was scared to us.
Or those.
Did you get him?
We sure did.
Is he dead?
Yes, with America, we got about 5 bullets in his back.
Your mama's girl.
Yeah, it is. It's
Your
cold today.
mama's girl. I know. Should I sit here for another one? I wish they would tell me if it was Barnabas. God damn it. Oh, your mama's girl. Mia's sleeping. I came up to see you. Yes, you did. I know you did. Yes, you did. I
The great
know.
house on the Collins estate is dark.
That's the only reason you're up here.
Tonight. but not far away.
And you really run the roost up here unless I'm up here, don't you?
And the one man.
Well, sort of, kind of. No. You run the roost except for my lap. That's it. Does that make sense? I guess it does. Yeah. He has dibs on. This is his spot. Because it always surprises me that she doesn't come up when he crashes. She'll come over. Yeah. This is Nia's spot. Oh, I came to see you. It's not just he's ignoring you. No. Oh, I'm gonna rub your back. Oh. Look at this. Oh, rub your tummy. Oh, and oh, let's see. Look at the head. Oh,
Yeah, we drove over Hell's Half Acre with
I'll just collapse. Ooh. He never rubs your tummy, does he? No, because you probably claw him. Oh, look at this.
Like I said, that's probably because of the mail-out routine anymore. That's why
Oh shit! Is it back in black
you're not
and
getting
white?
pulled over.
Oh God!
Because we put our safety in front and behind us.
Tim, this is bizarre. She has the appearance of a wolf. Maybe she's a werewolf. You're a werewolf, Mew, and we didn't know it. Look at that. It does. It looks like that werewolf moment. Does she look like she's enjoying it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's because nobody knows how to make you feel good but Mommy. Yeah, okay. There you go. Oh. Wait a minute. There's this... What, you stopped? Oh, the look. Holy shit. You stopped? and he's awake. He's awake. Mew. He's awake. Did you say? No, this looks like Ralph Brando. No, this is Ralph Brandom, and he needs a shave, and then he would be his old self. Yeah, it's back black and white. That's kind of cool. So, I'm sure I will think fondly of this moment in the coming week or two while I go back to there, because this is my big moment, okay?
What you're doing with it. We're supposed
So many others have
to
seen
run a
me.
camel tomorrow for
Are you
Happy
angry with
New
me?
Year 2021. Tim, I really... I'll take a picture of the cats instead. I never really thought that 2021 you would be like this. Then again, I never really presumed that we would be doing COVID either. Moments. So there's that, and I'm gonna go this way, and I've got to go to the bathroom. I've had to go to the bathroom for the last 2 sessions. Okay, this is the chicken that you would need to eat tomorrow. What are you eating tonight?
It was on the,
You're going to eat all of that.
yeah, I'm going to try to get rid of it.
Okay, if you don't get through the lettuce, don't worry about that, okay? But you eat the rest of it. Look at me and try to smile. And I'll put that out there. Oh, good. You're trying to smile.
In case you die, I have a record of
Try to
it. Thank
smile and
you.
not be bitchy lots of times. It isn't working.
Filling up the coffee things, okay?
Well, I fulfilled that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that too. Okay. Okay.
I love you.
Okay, so put this on, if you, I kind of got my hands full here, okay? So if you put that out here, and you're going to get this to eat this, and I've got to go to the bathroom real soon here, okay?
Okay, dear.
Okay, I'll talk to you on that thing in a minute or two.
Yep.